Welcome to the show. Yeah, I'm back with Pink Floyd by request. Um, I took a break from Pink Floyd because, there's such a deep and very soul searching band. And sometimes, it can take a toll on you. You know, they cause you to reflect on things that you thought weren't even relevant. And then you find out the relevancy of those things that you put on the back burner and you become almost, not quite, but almost depressed because you ignored it for such a long period of time. That's what Pink Floyd did for me. So I took a break. Yes, I took a break. Took a massive break, actually. You know, they're a powerful, powerful, probably like the greatest band, a powerful band and the greatest band to ever exist. Pink Floyd. Period. Period. Some people say Led Zeppelin. Some people say Radiohead. Some people say Black Sabbath, you know what I'm saying, with Ozzy Osbourne. Rest in peace. I heard that he did a whole lot of changing in his life before he passed on. The name of the group says a lot, and heard that he did a lot of changing before he passed on. Um, yeah, it's just there's a lot of opinions out there in regard to the best band. Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? You know, Pink Floyd to me is probably the greatest band to ever exist. That's my opinion. Okay. But I want to do a recap today. The very first song that I ever did on Pink Floyd, the first song that I ever heard from Pink Floyd that I knew came from Pink Floyd, Time. Time. Yes, Time. Time was the very first song that I knew that Pink Floyd ever sung as a band. The very first song. I did hear Another Brick in the Wall. I've heard that song before, Time. I just didn't know that it was by Pink Floyd. Now I do. Yes, I'm very aware that that was by Pink Floyd. But however, without me going into the past of knowing and not knowing Pink Floyd, I want to give a great shout out to all my beginning subscribers. You guys were with me from the very beginning. My Pink Floyd subscribers. I really appreciate you guys. You guys are the absolute best. The absolute best. I appreciate all of you guys. I truly, honestly do. And to those who are not subscribed to my channel, it would be nice to have your subscription. But without further ado, let's get to Time.
fine. 10 years have gone behind you. No one told you when to run. You missed the starting gun.
Kicking around a piece of ground in your hometown. No one told you when to run, you missed the starting gun. Life fades away so quickly. Where has it all gone? You can't catch up to the sun. It sinks and it comes up behind you and making laps. It's doing laps on you. You can't beat it. You can't beat it. Become an old man. At the end of your life, you're done. You're finished. Hopefully you got your life right with the maker. Hopefully you got your life right with the maker, man. You know, Period. Period. Period, man. Act tough all you want. Period. Period. Pink Floyd, I'm telling you right now, man. One of the most influential, deep, contemplative, monolithic, Renaissance bands ever in existence. Period. Period, man. Period. Them playing all the instruments. That's one thing too, man. Sometimes they use, sometimes artists use synthesizers. They go into the studio and, start pushing gadgets here and there, start moving levers up and down and turning knobs and stuff like that to create the music. Pink Floyd is actually producing the music themselves. Like, one of the greatest bands, the greatest bands, not one of the greatest, but the greatest band ever to do it. My personal opinion, especially with Roger Waters, man. Like, bro, David Gilmour, Nick Mason, Richard Wright, like these guys, man, titans, man. Then you had Syd Barrett, at the beginning before Roger Waters, really came into the band or really, made himself a staple. Like, dude, crazy abilities, man. Crazy abilities, man. Just, and me having revisited, this song time is, it's like a harpoon. Someone threw a harpoon from like miles and miles away. And it struck, you know what I mean? It hit the target. Just the ability to do what they have done is absolutely spectacular. It's a constellation, man. It's a constellation of stars. Just a brilliant display of stars in the sky. A nice, clear, dark night. No clouds, no artificial light, none of that. Just stars blazing in the firmament. Just absolutely amazing sight. Until a woman walks by, and then she takes your attention. You're like, yeah, that's what happens. Usually that's what happens. But I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying, in all seriousness, they're one of the greatest bands. Not one of the greatest bands. I keep saying that because it's such an epithet. It's such a cliche way of saying things. But they're the greatest band to ever do it. From my personal opinion, I don't think that there's another band better than them. No. Especially with the Dark Side of the Moon and the Wall album. No. Wait, hold on. I don't want to start rambling. Let me just stop. Let me just stop. Let me just stop. Let me just stop. And let it just rest there. I gave it enough time. Pink Floyd, the greatest band ever. You can hang your hat on that, put your coat up on it. It's going to be stabilized. It's not going anywhere. Pink Floyd, the greatest band, period. Yes. To all my subscribers, you guys are the very best. The very best. To those who are not subscribed to my channel, I would really appreciate your subscription. Leave a comment below, leave a like, share this video. And until next time, deuces.